Welcome back to That's Not Romance, That's a Felony, where I review the books I found in my wife's Kindle by accident. And the question of the day is, does it hurt? Because the unhinged heathens of literature told me to read H.D. Carlton's Does It Hurt? And spoiler alert, yes, it does. Physically, mentally, and emotionally. As a matter of fact, if I had to show you on this doll right here where H.D. Carlton hurt me, I would say somewhere in this area and maybe in this area. So anyway, jumping right in, we get to Sawyer, who meets Enzo and then steals his identity, and then he finds her and then gets her on a boat and then gets his revenge. Yeah, he's into sharks, and it gave a whole new meaning to Deep Blue Sea, and now I'm traumatized, so good job, Book Talk terrorist. So then, after the crazy shark scene, they get shipwrecked by a big storm on Raven's Isle, which is some haunted, secluded island with a lighthouse keeper with one leg that's super creepy, that plays too many mind games. We'll just call him the Creeper Keeper. Anyway, immediately he tries to turn them against each other, and I don't know, they could have just took his leg. Like, for real. If we're being honest, they could have just took his leg from him. They could have left right then. It would have been fine. He tries to kidnap Sawyer, and then they find out that he's been hiding his daughter this whole time, and he must have missed the day where you actually pick what you're gonna sew in home ec, because he picked his daughter's mouth and sewed it shut. Sir, everybody thinks about sewing their kid's mouth shut. I've thought about it, but you don't actually do it. Jesus Christ, what is it with some of these book characters? Enzo does finally kill the Creeper Keeper in the end, and then they fake Sawyer's death, and then they steal the identity of the other dead daughter that the guy had. And then they all live happily ever after. Except they don't. There's no way they can. Can you imagine the trauma they went through? They literally will be in therapy for the rest of their life. Hell, just reading this book, I'm going to be in 6 months of therapy. And because of that, H.D. Carlton's Does It Hurt gets 4.5 trophy husbands. And I know you're going to get mad at me and say it deserves 5 trophy husbands, but check it out. I'll never be able to listen to Baby Shark again. Next up is the first book in my indie review series, so I'm super excited about it, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.